Batch process production entry was created by E2B Technologies to help manufacturing companies streamline production entry for Mass 500 advanced manufacturing. Functions within the module include the ability to enter material, labor, and outside processing step production for a work order at one time. This is especially valuable for batch manufacturing as well as lean repetitive manufacturing environments. The ability to review the entry batch prior to posting the transactions. The ability to quickly enter production transactions using a grid format. The ability to customize the entry screen to display only the types of operations related to the work order, and the ability to post labor transactions in a batch format. The Batch Process Production Entry module was created using the Mass 500 toolset and is integrated with Mass 500 Security, Inventory Management, Advanced Manufacturing, and General Ledger. Security for the Batch Process Production Entry module is defined in the Mass 500 Maintain Security Group screen using the module ID of EB. The Security task controls the use of the Batch Process Entry screen. Security Events controls the ability to maintain options in the Batch Process Entry module. The Batch Process Entry screen can be found in the Manufacturing Activities task menu. Options are defined and saved as settings in the Batch Process Entry screen on the Options tab. This allows for multiple definitions based on the type of production entry. Select Save to enter and save settings. The print and post options include: do you want to print a report? If so, what output do you want to use, either printer or screen? As well as, do you want to confirm the entry before posting? Next, define which steps to include in the grid, whether they're material, outside processing, other, or labor transactions. Then define miscellaneous options that will default certain data in the grid for production entries, such as whether to display steps which are backflushed, default the transaction quantity as the net quantity to complete the step, default the employee from the header to each step, default comments from the header to each step, show completed steps, or check Default Issues Bin to automatically pick the bin location for material issues if bin tracking is turned on for the warehouse. Select Preferred Bin Number for the item as defined in Maintain Inventory to use. And finally, check those columns that you want to hide from the grid. This allows you to clear the grid of items that aren't necessary for the entry process. Enter header information for the production entry on the Main tab. The work order number will default all pertinent work order data. Then enter the transaction date, the employee ID, the progress quantity, any scrap pieces produced, as well as a comment to accompany the transaction. Then select Enter Transactions to populate the grid based on the option settings. The screen can be enlarged, which allows you to see more columns in the grid. Any open fields in the grid can be changed to reflect actual data. Single lot number, serial number, or bin locations can be entered directly in the grid if they are tracked. Lookups are provided to find the lot, serial, or bin locations. Select Distribution if multiple lot, serial, or bin location numbers are appropriate. Enter transaction quantities for each step, as well as scrap pieces, run hours, setup hours, or downtime hours. Also, select Yes or No for step complete. If the finished item is lot, serial, or bin tracked, select the distribution box at the progress step to enter that data. If multiple finished items are produced in the work order, a distribution window will appear when the Enter Transaction button is selected. The quantities entered in that window will determine the transaction quantities displayed in the grid. To cancel the batch, select Clear Transactions. That will clear the header as well as the grid. To update the production entry batch, select Register Post. The transaction report can be printed or viewed and reviewed prior to actually updating the batch. An update window appears. Select Yes to update the transactions, No to not update the transactions, or Cancel to cancel the update. When the batch update is complete, the screen is cleared and is now ready for another production entry batch. If we look at the work order maintenance screen for the work order we just posted production for, we can see in the step detail screen that all transactions were posted. Step complete is checked for all steps. Quantity to date is updated, as well as setup hours to date and run hours to date.